It's been a while. It's been a long time since we've put any kind of a drone on the channel, and really for good reason. We can get into that while we're flying and everything, but today I'm excited to feature a drone on the channel, although this does not look like a drone at all. And that's why I wanted to jump in front of the camera with this and share it with you guys. I think this is the coolest drone I've ever seen. I know that it could, you know, they could have maybe done a little bit more to make it look a little bit more like an airplane, but the fact that we have a drone that looks like an airplane makes me ridiculously happy. At first glance, you probably are thinking, how in the world could this thing fly? And we've seen some like air surfer dudes and stuff do a good job at flying like this. This though, Abby said, that's gonna be one tail heavy drone. By looking at it, it does look like the balance would be way off, doesn't it? But I think they've got enough weight up front here to really balance that sucker out nicely. The wheels even roll. This thing just looks cool. Now there's a couple goofy gimmicks that comes with this, like this ridiculous wrist strap controller. I might try this if the battery lasts long enough, but I highly doubt it'll work, so we're gonna just set that to the side right now. And it does.
Throw it away. Pretend we never saw it.
Probably. And then we've got this nice little radio here that comes with it. So our setup, what we'll have linked in the description box below, comes with 3 flight batteries. Okay, so the battery that is in the drone right now, we've got 3 of those and a nice little USB charger, spare props and a prop removing tool. I think this has a couple lights on here, so let's power it on and just see how this little airplane drone flies. I'm sure this is meant to be flown indoors, but we're just out here having fun today, and so let's see if it can fly outside. So you power the airplane drone on first, then your radio, then you throttle up and down to bind the thing. Now we should be able to auto takeoff. There it is.
Well, that just looks wrong with the plane.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And just a light breeze is pushing us away. Let's see if we have higher rates.
Sliding today.
Ah, the wind is pushing our little drone airplane away. Goodbye, goodbye. There we go. There's higher rates. Can we fight the wind?
Even though this looks like a plane, it's a drone.
I'm landing it, and we'll try to get it closer.
Everything about it, drone, except the way it looks.
Let's try again. Here we go. I'm in higher rates now, so let's see if we can fight the wind and just hover it in place. That's the highest, yeah.
It's still going away.
That's as fast as I can go, and we just have a light, maybe 3 or 4 mile an hour breeze, so it's not meant to fly outdoors unless you have 0 wind. 0 wind. If at first you don't succeed, what do? You at least give it another shot. We're over here beside the building to try to act as a windbreak, and it's kind of working, so at least it's not pushing us back too far. That's full throttle, that's full forward, just so you know. And it does look really cool if you can get it to fight the wind. I mean, I like that. That does look really cool. It's like I'm imagining like a cartoon airplane flying around. Like if I was watching a kiddie show and it was just a really slow moving, unrealistic airplane, that's pretty cool. It's just as loud as any other micro drone in the world. It's a screamer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those motors are having to work really hard to keep that extremely not aerodynamic thing in the air. But if you can make a drone look like this and fly, you can make a drone look like just about anything, couldn't you?
Yep. Oh, and I think they have.
Yeah.
We've had pterodactyl drones. We've had, I don't even know. I've tried to block them all out.
Guys, we are up to over 1,000 drones that we've reviewed on our channel. And that's part of the reason why, you know, 50% or more of the drones that we were featuring on our channel, there we go. That was not me. Battery fell out.
The battery fell out?
Well, and that right there. I'm being a little bit exaggerating here when I say this, because it's not that big of a deal, but you know, we just kind of came down at the drone's fault and bounced off the ground and our battery's just dangling. It's fine, it still functions. We just tucked that back in there and powered on. But that's kind of why we stopped doing drones on our channel. Let's just face it.
Not all drones.
No.
Not all drones.
No, just a majority of drones. There's actually some YouTubers out there that claimed to know our motives and said like we stopped doing drones because we weren't having fun with it, and that was partially true, but they used it against us to say like if the sailors weren't having fun with it, then that should show you their true motives right there. It's all about fun. It always has been for us. But when we are doing something and it stops being fun for us, as much fun as what it used to be, then let's shift gears a little bit.
I never understood the person that said that, because like, why would you do something that doesn't make you happy? So we go and we decide not to do something that doesn't make us happy, and then they say we're sellouts because we're not doing something that we don't like.
It was horrible.
I never understood it.
A lot of envious and jealousy from that video, but the real reason we're talking about this is so you guys can understand where our motives are and why we do what we do on our channel. We could still do all drones like we were for a year and a half, almost all drones. We were very heavily focused on drones. That's because a lot of people wanted to see drones. There were a lot of new innovations happening with drones.
Oh yeah, a ton. It was so cool.
Then what happened was drone technology hit a brick wall. There were just no new innovations coming out with drones.
So they came up with stuff like this.
Yeah. But what they do is they were making parts cheaper. And so all these drones were doing the same thing. They might look slightly different, but they had cheaper electronics on the inside, and they were just getting to be more of a failure after failure after failure. Yes, there's good value in that for you guys that are dedicated, die-hard viewers of the channel, but what was happening was less people were in the hobby. You start watching 30 videos in a row and every drone is bad, then you kind of get discouraged and you get out of the hobby, which means less people watching our videos, less people in the hobby, and that's just not good for any of us.
And it was also us like taking a stand against companies that were putting out this junk. Like,
that's right.
It was not okay, and we were just tired of showcasing it on our channel. Whether it was good or bad, we were just tired of shedding light on it.
We were getting a lot of those drones for free too, as you guys know, back then, you know, almost a big majority of those drones we were getting for free from companies, and it just got to be like, look, I don't care if you want to send us a $300 drone for free. If it's total junk and you can't even calibrate it to fly, then what's the point for anybody? Now there are a lot of channels out there that will fly their drone 10 times until it's perfect, and then they'll show you that perfect flight because they got that thing for free. So bear that in mind when you're watching channels. I had to stop watching a ton of YouTubers because of things like this. But we're never going to, whether we get it for free, buy it with our Patreon support, buy it with our own hard-earned money, the results are always going to be the exact same with what you guys get to see. There's never sugarcoating, there's never bending the truth in any way. It's just our experience. And sometimes our experience could be a one and done. You know what, maybe 20 guys get these and do reviews on them and they're all great except for ours. Well, that's our experience. We're not going to change our experience just because
everybody else had a good experience.
Right, yeah, you guys get to see the truth of how we interact with the thing on our channel. I was excited about this because of the way it looks. And I might actually just pop that up on a shelf in a corner because it looks really cool. The fact that we have a drone airplane, that's the first of its kind in our collection. So for that, I like it, but I'm not gonna recommend you guys run out and buy it. I do think that you could check it out in the link if you want to, if the price is right. Pick one up because it is a fun little novelty thing, and it probably does fly significantly better inside.
It's like a good gag gift for the pilot in your life.
Yeah, yeah. First drone right here for the guy that never wants to buy a drone, just loves airplanes. That was a power button. And I'm sure that would not fly any better with the wrist strap controller. Anyway, I still like it just for the novelty part of it, but that's it. Functionality wise, if you want a drone that flies, yeah, Abby, you got it right there. And hopefully that little spiel has some weight to it. You guys understand kind of like where we're coming from with our channel. We didn't spend much time flying this, so we got to spend a little time talking to you guys. And for that, in this beautiful day, just being able to get out here and be here with you guys and sharing the day with my wife, I thank God. Really very grateful. I have a lot of good in my life, and I just thank the big guy upstairs. I also want to say a huge thanks to our Patreon supporters because you guys specifically are the fuel to the fire for our channel. I gotta stop hitting that power button. If not for you guys, then we would not be able to get out as often as we do, keep the videos as honest as they are. We're always able to just cut right to the chase. If something is bad, we're going to tell you it's bad, and the main reason for that is our Patreon supporters. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our entire family does, so thank you. Well, let's link, it's been a while, but let's link one of our favorite drones, maybe like a budget drone. That might be hard to find because it's been a couple years, I think, since we've been doing anything with drones, but we'll find one and we'll have a good budget drone video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.